What are they have any ways of taking off the flame guard? Do they have any dispels? I guess not.
No, pretty light on the whole purging that kind of thing. But
the thing is, if you're the Dire now, right, the way you have to look at it with this Ember pick is, do you pick your... oh, this is really smart. I was going to say, do you pick your 4 or 3 here and show which one the Sand King's playing? Or then pick your carry and let them have a decent mid matchup on the other side with their off lane? But they actually pick their mid hero instead. I don't know if anybody will have understood what I just said, but...
I mean, it was pretty, easy to pick up.
So the Centaur's really good for allowing them to get on top of the Sniper now as well. They have lots of gap close with the Ember, with the Centaur.
10 seconds.
But how many times have we seen this Sniper just take over games today? It's been pretty crazy.
Yeah, the Sniper's been a pretty strong pick of the day. Definitely here in the CIS region anyways. I don't know about how the Chinese region's been getting on with it.
So do they want to... I mean, they have to pick both the heroes now. I'm wondering if they're going to play the Sand King as the 3 or the 4. I'd like to see it as a 3 just because, like I say, I think it should have a decent time in the lane. Go for that really tanky build, pick up like the Pipe Crimson and just support your Sniper in that kind of utility role. So what kind of hero do you want to play with the Sand King in lane? Do you know what? I want to see a puck position for.
It's really good, isn't it, recently? A couple of people have been playing it. It's worked quite well.
And, like, it stops them from just running away. Like, if you just put the coil down. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, we forgot.
Yep. Team Colizeum. God forbid anybody separates them from their Beastmaster.
I mean, he played it pretty well last game, as we said.
He did.
And it's obviously very difficult against the Abaddon, but they don't really use it for the Raw. They kind of use it for more for lane pressure and whatnot, don't they? So
yeah.
10 seconds.
Again, that Beastmaster Sand King lane looks really strong.
Yeah.
And if this Beastmaster can get a decent lead early on, then it kind of frees up the Sand King to rotate around more, or just stack the jungle if he wants to and take it with Sandstorm. It's a really good Rubik game, though.
Plenty to steal, yeah, even with this Beastmaster coming out as well.
Burrow Strike, Raw, like any of the disruptive spells are okay, especially the Thunder Strike because of the extra magic damage that you get from Arcane Supremacy. Does a huge amount. And Shrapnel as well is also really good.
Shrapnel's really nice, yeah.
Do you know what the worst one I got ever that's recently been added in the game to steal is Take Aim? Because you get the active now. It's actually the most ridiculous thing. Like you're just standing away from an extra 400 range attacking as Rubik, and then you get the active to attack from like 800 range away, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Not extra.
So it's good memes.
I was like, why have I stolen Take Aim? Just why is that a thing?
I mean, Rubik's got higher range than Sniper, like higher base range than Sniper, doesn't he?
I assume so, yeah. So you go Dragonlance, is that what you're saying?
It's not what I was saying. I was just saying it's going to be really, really, really far.
So you go Dragonlance Maelstrom. I'm seeing what you're saying here, right?
Not really, no. That's not what I'm saying.
Dire team pick.
All right, PA banned out, Wraith King banned out as well, so not going to be seeing that guy raising his ugly head again. Only 6 seconds of reserve time for Colizeum though, so they got to hurry up with this pick. Final one for them. They got to make sure they're not leaving any doors open for Black Hornets to stroll through and take game 2 and bring them to a third game.
I'd like to see them pick up a possible... Oh, I was going to say Wraith King's banned. Maybe like a Sven here might be okay as well. I was going to say some kind of like utility like carry hero that's not the POS 1.
Yeah, Life Stealer versus Centaur. Very good.
Yeah, and I struggle to see where the damage is coming from the Radiant at the moment to deal with this Sniper and the Life Stealer. What are they going to go for? Okay. Not sure about this.
Yeah, Jug into Lifestealer is generally pretty okay for the Jug, but then you bring the Sniper into things and it gets a little bit weirder. Jug doesn't really have the cat for that Sniper. I mean, he can build Blink somewhere on the line, but it's not really like he's got it inbuilt. It forced him down a weird path.
And it means they're forcing the Ember to play mid against the Sniper as well, which isn't a great matchup. We saw Magical own this matchup massively today. I think it might have been against Undershock, actually, on the Ember Spirit. So, Undershot looking for a bit of redemption in this matchup now.
Yep, looking to prove himself. Let's go.
I am really surprised. I thought they'd pick a different mid hero and then just put the Ember in the safe lane instead, but go for the Jug.
5 seconds.
I guess the
remaining.
healing ward gives them some sustain as well, which is nice. But again, I'm not sure. I feel like this Rubik has to go massive this game for them to win, and I'm not sure if that's possible here. Like I feel like he has to steal Burst Strike every single fight.
Alrighty, let's get into it then. Game number 2 between Black Hornets and Colizeum. Last game was a bit of a marathon, heading out all the way to about, I think, 57 minutes. And did end in a Colizeum victory against all odds. Quite the turnaround in a dramatic game 1. Let's see if they can recreate the same amount of drama in game number 2. Colizeum, are they going to be finding their momentum? Are Black Hornets going to be too destroyed from the last game to really hold it together? Let's find out.
I think, again, for the Australian side, I think at some point in this game, if Ember can pick up a Lincoln's, like it kind of gets rid of the only real catch they have on the Dire. Like, but I think the Ember needs quite a few items here to really come online. Because you don't want to build an early Lincoln's and then just not have any damage on your hero. Like you want Phase, you want Maelstrom.
Lincolns won't even get rid of the Static Storm either.
No, it won't, but it gets rid of the Glimpse setup for the Static Storm. It gets rid of the Burst Strike, the Raw. Not all of them, obviously, but... Ooh. This Disruptor player, previous match of Hyper. I don't know which one's more disgusting.
Alright. Well then, so setting up with the lanes here.
Prepare for battle.
Laning stage looking pretty good. Do you favour anybody from the draft then? Do you think this Ember's just going to run away with the game?
I think the Dire should be fine. Especially if they keep up this tempo that we saw from them last game. Yeah, it kind of ended up going late in the end because they didn't shut the Deucer down enough, but I feel like this Sanking could do bits in comparison to the Rubik. You know, we saw it from the Batrider last game. On the Rubik player was the Batrider, sorry. So I think this 4-player was going to want some redemption here, where he's playing a hero that can actually actively move around the map here, rather than this the Shadow Demon Grimstroke support combo that we saw last game from them.
They've got the Hawk up there. They will now realise that on the side of Black Hornets, but they're not too scared. You know, they can just kind of hang back a little bit. Doji going to be taking... Oh, no, never mind. Slow comes out. The ball just hitting some heroes.
He's like, yes, I'm going to kill the bot. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's always an awkward feeling when that happens. Meanwhile, up at top, also kind of facing off a little bit. Not actually attacking each other up here, though. Just gentlemanly stuff. Though Rubik does actually use a tango on a tree to get the fight started. Interesting way to do things. Just burst through the trees. Haha! Surprise, Rubik. Is he going to level Rage? No, he's already leveled Feast. He doesn't want to limit his laning so much just to grab the bounties. So, be getting both of them at top, but... yeah, it's actually going to end up with 3 going to Black Hornets. Very nice.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Centaur's going to have to pop his salve really early on here in the lane. So Lifestealer should be fine here. He's going to wait for his Quelling Blade in the side shop as well.
Such an annoying hero to play against as a Abaddon as well. Oh,
Yeah,
what
it's
up?
actually ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 75 damage. Oh, cool. On a 4.5 second cooldown. Oh, cool. Costs 50 mana. Oh, cool. And I suicided myself at the end. Oh!
Yeah, thanks, Ice Frog.
But then
That's
again,
really nice.
you think about how long it took people to start actually doing this, and the shifts in meta energy. All
Sankey
spin
used
comes
to
out.
this.
Sankey? No, they don't have vision for him. So got to hold his nerve here inside this sandstorm. But yeah, he's fine. No sight on the Abaddon. Easy peasy.
Yeah, Beastmaster tried to pull the lane back there, but the Jug did the same thing. So Creepwave's going to be at the same point as normal. How's this mid lane matchup going?
It's going pretty neat. So far 4-0 for the Ember Spirit, and only 4-1 for the Sniper. So only usually meaning less, but in this case only meaning more.
Oh, I don't like that he hasn't put points in Shrapnel. We talked about this before,
Yeah.
like getting the points in take aims really, like it's okay, but you really want to push your advantage early on in this lane if you can. Like he's doing okay
Although-
here, but
One more headshot. One more. Okay, he doesn't find it. Good. To be fair, that would have been silly.
headshots every hit.
Should be a talent. Maybe it shouldn't. Who knows? Didn't. Yeah. So they've still got the knockback distance on headshot, but it's now plus 35. They used to not have any knockback distance until they changed it. Good times. Good times. Off the top lane, the Lycia just going for a spin. Can't really do much else in this lane as he's kind of zoned out a little bit by Cheshire Cat and LOL.
Yeah, this lane's not easy for the lifestealer early on, but when he gets to like level 4 or so, he'll be fine. Like, they don't really threaten him at all at that point.
Lift back onto the disruptor here, and they've got him inside the kinetic field. They stomp before he reaches the edge, which I think is, might result in them. No, never mind. They got him all the same. Ooh, wand. Ooh, Cheshire Cat not checking the wands. They're going to try and chase him down with the power of music, and they certainly will be able to do that. So Cheshire Cat drawing first blood, taking a little bit longer than perhaps it should have, but kills a kill.
Courier. The Abaddon just ran in and killed the Radiant Courier, the Dire Courier.
What a player. Archangel going to work.
How did you do that on a non-range hero? That's very impressive.
Yeah, just hunting the trees, getting it right, and the tips are coming through thick and fast, quite rightly too. Get this man's compendium up.
And the best thing about this is, like, Jug's just received so much
XP.
XP.
The top lane is getting run down a little bit here, but I don't think Lifestealer... Oh, yeah, he's got brown boots and the Rubik has nothing. He can just run him into the trees here. No problemo. There we go. Gets the kill. Meanwhile, he's going to have to TP back, but there's no chance of the Centaur getting close enough to spot that happening.
Nice use of the Quelling Blade as well to stop the Rubik jumping through the trees. This Sanking's really struggling to find things down in this bot lane. I don't really know what he's trying to achieve. Like he's got no regen left. He's got 8 stick charges, and there's a Radiant Sentry here. Like,
not in a good
he
place.
has to be really careful.
If he gets in close enough for a right click, then he might just find the kill. Never mind, wand
Oh,
up,
never mind.
and the bow strike comes through. Never mind, he was bait as much as we were, but he gets it to nice and doesn't even matter. Sanking gets nothing for that.
I made a really big mistake, but it doesn't matter, guys.
Yeah.
It's okay. This Sanking's getting chased by neutrals.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. As you say, he's really not achieving anything down here. What's his goals? What's his life list of personal short-term and long-term achievements looking like? Doesn't seem very populated right now. Meanwhile, Cheshire Cat is trying to be beaten up by Disruptor for trying to pull these creeps and such. Disruptor usually very good at that because he can just constantly reapply the Thunderstrike as the Sand will deny himself to the tower.
Like, it's not even like the Sankey has made any stacks or anything, right? Like, he's just kind of just been wandering around down in this bot lane, not really achieving anything.
Yeah. No doubt as they come in from behind, lift up into the storm, but not quite close enough. Cheshire Cat going to need to get a little bit closer, but they will do so, and the right click from LOL will finish the job. But now the open wounds, going to need a bit more damage though, and he doesn't have the reach to speed up his attack speed, so that's going to be a Centaur getting to safety.
Yeah, well played by him. It's, he does TP back to the tier 1 as well, but the shrine's coming off, so Cheshire Cat's going to be fine here.
It's continuing to drag the creeps through.
How many bounty rings have we got here? So 2 apiece. It's not too bad.
Can you pronounce LOL's name for me?
LOL quest. No.
You got to say it quick. LOL?
Is that his actual name? Is that what he's known as? Let me check.
No, it is. I'm certain. I've cast this guy plenty of times. Well,
He's on Liquipedia. He's put down as Bignum, so I don't know if it's the same guy.
Oh, I remember Bignum. He must have been this way for a long time because I haven't seen Bignum in ages.
Yeah, no, neither have I. I just didn't realise they were the same person.
Yeah, well, you know, if he wants to be called Bignum, he'd have his screen name as Bignum. So clearly he wants to be called LOL. And that's what we'll continue to call him.
To be fair, if I died to someone called LOL, it would tilt me a little bit more, so I understand that.
Every aspect of Dota, just every little advantage you can get as Centaur continues just blasting away. And there's a headshot from the high ground as well. DSR does get the kill with the assistance of the sniper. Pretty unexpected there. Ember Spirit with a haste rune though comes flying up here. Rubik is joining in as well. They're getting on top of the sniper. Sniper trying to make it back to the shrine. He's got to make it to the shrine, but they're not letting him pass. You shall not pass, Sniper. And then the neutral creep takes it. The neutral creep actually took that.
Guys. Don't worry, Sanking's here. He's here to save you.
Stop playing with the Sand King, man. He's doing his best. Yeah. How did the Centaur get that get that kill again?
Onto who?
The sniper.
The neutral creep killed the sniper.
Yeah, Centaur creep.
Oh, was it one of the medium creep?
12 physical damage from a Centaur Courser.
Was it that? Is that the small one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
12 damage killed him and stole the kill.
I'm usually very good at noticing neutral kills. I had no idea that had happened. So when you said that, I didn't even realise.
Listen to you. I said it like 3 times.
This Centaur's got to be a little bit careful up here in the top lane.
He's fine.
There's an infest as well.
He's fine.
Yeah. I mean, they have the Sand King's coming in with the Disruptor as well.
Lol. Could be in some trouble. Burrow strike through. He's in the kinetic fields. They've got all of that vision, and lol is going to go down.
I like how you're trying really hard to make this work. I'm very impressed. Ember just dodging a assassinate in the mid lane with Sleight of Fist. That was very cute.
Did just catch that one. Very stylish undershot. Good job. I rate it 8 out of 10. Meanwhile, Beastmaster's been played around with the Juggernaut here. Really hard hero for the Juggernaut to actually go on Omnislash, because he's always got those boar summons available, which are going to just absorb so much of that.
You're just going to spin the Sand King here, I think, right? No?
No,
Okay.
he's got
Maybe he just didn't check the Sand King's
so,
mana. But,
yeah.
oh, I mean, he
Still got
didn't have
Sandstorm,
Sandstorm at the time.
Yeah, it was on cooldown for like 5 seconds.
But I mean, he probably doesn't know that, obviously.
Correct.
Oh, mid lane as well, going on the sniper.
Yeah, and before could be in some trouble as no, Undershock and lol get to work on him. Lol. It's going to die though, in response.
I don't know how much more lol I can take, I'll be honest. This is...
Radiant's top tower is
Ooh.
under attack. Dire's
Oh, they
bottom
kill.
tower has fallen.
I mean, this Jug's having an absolute free game.
He really is, yeah. 58 CS right now, sitting on top of the net worth chart with 4,200 golds in his pocket. That's
Like,
a
he's
lot of
almost
golds.
doubling up on the Beastmaster... Well, not doubling up, but he's getting close to doubling up on the Beastmaster CS, so... I honestly thought this Sand King would do more in the lane early on, but...
Yeah, he's done nothing.
Dire
And that's
are
not an
Yeah.
understatement. He's literally
Sniper again,
been a
no boots.
non-factor. Oh dear, him before just trying to fight up here, but there's nothing really to be done as 4 heroes surround him and are looking for DSR
Dire's middle tower
as well.
is under
Lol,
attack.
has a lift, but backs himself away. Though G was here as well, but the Sand King is less than a factor in anybody's minds right now.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh, where'd the courier die? Oh, was that the Jug?
I think it must have been, right?
Radiant's
that's
bottom
twice in
tower
one
is
game.
under attack.
Yeah. This courier being dead is very, very costly. And Centaur's actually got this Vanguard finished.
Uh-oh. I mean, this
Yeah.
sniper's going for Midas first. He doesn't even have boots. Oh, he's picked up boots now. He's like, okay, maybe I do need these.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
I've been,
attack.
people are running at me at mid.
But like, there's 2 cores that are both not really farming on this dire side. The sniper and the Beastmaster. They're doing okay, but like this lifesteal is the only one that's having a decent time, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of pressure on this Sand King to make things happen.
Never refuse gold.
Radiant's middle
I'll take
tower
all
is under attack.
Okay, they can take the tome on one of the supports here. I think you give it to the Disruptor, just to get that static storm up, just to have some kind of kill potential.
Black Hornets take all but 1 bounty rune as well, by the way.
Evading you here.
Oh, Omni Slash onto the Disruptor. That's going to be a freebie. Plantimus will take that happily.
He's got the drums build as well, so with the phase boots on top,
Dire's
he's moving around this
structures
map
are
so
fortified.
quickly.
Cheshire Cat hanging out in the middle lane. He's got this Vanguard, looking to put some pressure on the tower with the Ember Spirit.
Oh, Rubik's stole Hawk as well. Oh no, it's the Boar. Oh, if that had been the Hawk, I think that might have been a massive deal, but the Boar's kind of not really
Yeah,
that
it's,
much.
it's a bit lame, you know, it slows people down.
Stampede?
That's about it. Yeah, this is for Undershock to find the sniper, and will actually do so. Cancels out that TP. They had him under the ward. Trying to make it back to the shrine. Will do so successfully. And, well, now comes the... Oh, he dodges the glimpse with the sleight of fist. DSR feeling made to look like a fool right now as the chains come in. They get on top of this Disruptor, and they will bring him down.
Radiant's top tower
I mean, they are
is under
styling
attack.
on them this game now. Like,
Yeah, he's
they're
getting ahead of
convincingly,
himself.
but look what the Lifestealer just chased the Abaddon all the way next to the tier 2, and then he denied himself.
Good stuff.
So now he has to TP all the way back to base. Like, even the
Baden
Abaddon
respawns in 2
style-
seconds, he's got a TP.
If there's one way you can style on them as Abaddon, that's it.
Killing
The
himself
whole
in
team's
creative
getting
ways.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, Ember, hold my beer. I can do this too.
Absolute
Maybe.
time waster. Drums now finished up on Undershock as well, getting his valuable stats in. Last time we played it, I think he just went straight for the Maelstrom, but this time around he fancies the drums.
Yeah, double drums as well. I mean, this is fine. Okay, some people are like, oh, why have you got 2 drums on one team? Guys, just stats. Like, it doesn't matter.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, or not that
Radiant's
important.
middle tower is under attack.
Up to the top lane we go, and the tier 1 tower doesn't look to be lasting too long as Black Hornets take yet another
Dire's
objective
top
here.
tower has
Colizeum
fallen.
need to find some momentum. They need to
Radiant's
find a way to
bottom
actually
tower
come
is
back
under
into this
attack.
game. Doji is hanging around up in this top lane, but I want to see them try and make some plays. It's one of those situations where you're playing from behind, so you just say, well, you know, we're behind. Let's
Dire's
just
top
not
tower is
do
under
anything.
attack.
It's scary.
Centaur's got treads
I say
queued
that,
up, which
they're
I'm
all running
surprised
down
about.
bottom, which is kind of nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under
This
attack.
Yeah,
will
they're trying to make
certainly
something happen.
Force some rotations at the very least.
The Sanking took the toe as well, which I'm honestly really
Coming
surprised
in from the
about.
high ground though, there's that Stampede coming through. I think this is kind of Beastmaster's giving his life for the Great Call, but the SR spotted out as well. Sniper makes it away. Beastmaster throws down the Roar, trying to get himself away,
Oh,
but
the Roar
stolen and
steal.
thrown back by Lol. And that is going to get them the kill onto the
Dire's
Beastmaster.
middle tower is under attack.
Ruby gets an extra 200 gold as well for the Helm of Dom kill. And he's got Aether Lens. So all of a sudden, this Rubik's almost like another core here.
Yeah, he's coming online.
Tower is
He's
under
absolutely
attack.
coming online as Cheshire Cat comes to the top lane just to defend these creeps. They really need to start making some players. Alright, we've got a Lifestealer with a good amount of farm. He's got himself this armlet. He's going for the Desolator next as well. He's looking to fight. Juggernaut, meanwhile, he's gone for this extremely quick build. Oh, the Omni Slash. He gets the range on it somehow, but the Burrow Strike to the tree line gets Doji out of danger. Plantimus now deciding that he probably needs to get out of this one. This guy just sits here in the trees and slides the whole damn thing. Meanwhile, Assassinate comes through onto the Rubik. They should get the return kill, but can they close the gap? This Rubik's pretty fast, and with the Ember from the sidelines, it looks like Rubik will get himself away, so no kill to be had.
His cast range on Raw with Aether Lens is pretty
Radiant's middle
scary,
tower
actually.
is under attack. Radiant's
Yeah,
structures
that's some
are
long-range
fortified.
initiation right there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They really want to... if they can take a fight where they get a Raw onto the Lifestealer, that's going to be massive for them. Free 200 gold for the Jug.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
It's
middle
getting
tower
kind of
has
close
fallen.
towards this Lifestealer starting to do some real damage, but the Chug is so far ahead though.
Yeah, this Sanking really needs his blink. He's getting there. He's about 500 gold off here, but
Dire's
They're losing
middle
objectives
tower
at
is under
such a quick
attack.
rate though.
exactly. Like, they can't take fights without the Sanking blink. And unfortunately, you basically just have to let all your towers fall until that happens.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 2
They have
tower
the healing ward.
falling fast, the shrapnel comes down, but the heals also coming out from the Abaddon.
They can always just Roche at some point soon as well. With the healing ward on the Jug being available, it's pretty easy. They get 2 runes though this time on the Dire side at least, so that's going to push the Sanking right towards his blink.
Oh, they've caught out time to reap right now. He's fell in the middle of all these creeps.
Sniper
Can't
as well.
get it off. And another kill as well. This is another valuable one. Sniper being run down. Plantimus so if you're going to throw down the ultimate to
my
try and save
God.
him, but the Juggernaut just flat out runs out of it with the Stampede. And now they get the return kill onto DSR as well. Black Hornets finding everything they want and a little bit more.
Okay, Sanking has blink, guys. He's like, guys, I'm here. We can fight now. Oh, you're all... Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
A little bit late to this party, I see. Yeah. Well, I mean, the high ground is really hard to push. Like, really hard to push.
Yeah, it's not easy, but again, you have Stampede. You have Ember that can just jump in. You have Jug that's like got drums, Yasha, well Manta now actually, and phase boots, so he can just run in as well. And when you've got this Abaddon just sitting behind you, you don't really have to worry too much.
"60 minutes in, but it feels like it's much further, and that Black Hornets are much further in front than they actually are. And 9k gold advantage, but I mean, their heroes and the gold allocation and just everything looks really, really good for them right now.
Yeah, like the Sniper has the Midas, so even though he's got a decent net worth, like 2,000 of that net worth isn't even in real items, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. It's not usable net worth.
Like it gives you an attack
Translates
speed, which
to,
is nice.
Yeah, an actual gain.
His lifesteal is going for his Deso, but he's
Dire's
not
top
really
tower
that close.
is under attack.
I think honestly, the Radiant, they just go into the Roche pit here with the Jug healing ward. Yeah, the Centaur's heading in now. This is really good. Ember's got an Arcane Rune bottled in case a fight breaks out as well. Dire just have to avoid this completely. Just shove lanes out.
Yep, use the time they've got. They might be able to claim a tier 2, although it does seem very unlikely. Their pushing power is extremely limited before this Desolator's up on the Lifestealer. I mean, the Beastmaster helps out a lot, but probably not enough to take it in time. Roshan down to about a quarter of HP now as they just get started. 5 heroes surrounding this Roche pit. Rubik inside the Sandstorm as well. And down it goes. Plantimus will take it. But they do get the tower response. Okay, I underestimated their pushing speed, but still, not really a worthwhile trade, but I think you'll take it if you're the side of Colizeum right now.
I mean, that's definitely fine for the Die considering how the game is at the moment.
Yeah.
They're loving life. And this Lifesteal almost has his Deso now.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if Cheshire Cat landed that stomp, then I don't know if he'd have caught that Sand King or not. But luckily he cancelled it and Sand King gets himself to safety.
But Sniper has his cooldown reduction talent now, so the Midas is well on the way to, you know, proving bigger and better lands are ahead for the Dire side. Maybe. Don't quote me on that later on. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but same build as before, where he's just waiting for this Basilius to come off for himself. He'll leave it as a blank Basilius, I think. Though.
I mean, if he ever gets the chance, he'll probably build a Vlads eventually. But
yeah, he is a 5 position and a half.
I'll be honest, the game might be over before then, the way that it's going at the moment.
Ember also has himself a Desolator, by the way, so they've got right-click damage on him. He's going to scale. It kind of takes the worry about going late game off them quite a lot as well. And they're just going to go in. They have Stampede coming in forwards. They've got the... Oh my god, the damage coming out from this Desolator Ember Spirit. It's absolutely ridiculous. 3 heroes just dispatched instantly next to their own throne. That is not good.
Look bot.
Okay, okay. This is
the thing is,
just trying to get a bit of rotation, and Undershock also needs to be a little bit careful when they mess up the Centaur Stomp. The hero's still hanging around. Rubik's coming in now as well. He's another one's going to try and give it a go. Meanwhile, up at top, they've beaten through that tower. Now looking at the barracks as well. And it's going to be a TP back. Rubik until he wants to go for the left, but doesn't really have the range.
Oh, the epicenter on the spin.
Very awkward, and down goes Archangel. So the first kill, and now they look towards the Jug as well. They're going to kill him once here. But with the lifesteal coming in and the Rubik no longer in position, they can just look towards the Juggernaut, killing him a second time here. And they're actually going to get this. Oh, the Manta dodge onto the Assassinate. Is it going to be enough? They need a little bit more damage. They need to close this gap. Plantimos is running away. There's a glimpse. Gonna send him right the way back, right under the Sniper. Sniper can get to work and bring down this Jug. They defend the high ground and they don't lose their racks. This melee barracks, 8 minutes it's going to take it to reach and back up to full HP from that damage, but still. An absolutely huge win for Colizeum. They get rid of, they defuse the Aegis push, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, really well played. If they'd have all just started TPing back before they threatened that tier 3 bot, they would have been in serious trouble. But like you say, with the numbers advantage, it would have been fine if the Ember could, because he had a Remnant back in the base on the top side of the map. But they kind of just forced the Ember to jump back to his Remnant really early, which forced the Rubik to come back as well to defend. So they managed to take the numbers advantage fight on the Dire side in their base, which was...
Of course. And I think the Ember Spirit being out of Fire Emblem charges there really hurt his ability to jump in and out. But look at the damage coming into these two. Undershock is just going to murder 2 heroes pretty much by himself.
How has he just managed to Sleight of Fist chains 2 heroes in the middle of a whole creep wave? It's very impressive.
He's splitting the needle.
Oh, they got the Yules off. Onto the center, onto the Beastmaster.
Oh! The Beastmaster Centaur stuns him up, but it doesn't really matter. They've got more than enough damage to rip through him. Undershock reaching godlike status now as he's just tearing this game apart and grabs himself a Centaur whilst he's at it as well.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top
I mean,
tower
there is a Sand King here, yes. What that Sand King is going to do,
is under attack.
don't know. But everybody's TPing in here. They're gonna go for it. They're gonna go for the Infest with the Sand King, with the Epicenter. This is a play they need to make. They need to bring down this Ember Spirit. He does way too much damage to leave alive, but the barracks are being taken.
Dire's top
But look at the ward. They see on the high ground these heroes coming in, and Here comes Undershock.
Here we go, though. Epicenter cooked up. The Burrow strike forwards. They've actually got the Earth Spirit here. The ultimate on top of him as well. He is dispatched very quickly. Some guild-like streak going to Doji. So great defense from them. But now the Glimpse actually helping them out quite a lot. Getting the Rubik into position as DSR just picked up on the backline. Lycia trying to keep himself alive, but it's just not going to happen. And the Omni Slash from the high ground's going to find the kill onto Sniper. And the GG is called. That is it. Game number 2 goes to the Black Hornets in 22 minutes. What a switch around. From 56 minutes, Colizeum victory to a 14k advantage, 22-minute advantage, win from the Black Hornets.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I honestly thought the Dire's lanes would go a lot better than they did. But the Radiant's lanes went so well, like, especially this Ember mid had a much better time than I thought. And the Snipers...
And you've cut out again. But I believe what you're going to say is the Sniper didn't really do much. He built the Hand of Midas. He tried to farm up. He didn't get the farm. He didn't get the damage. And there's so much jump on this team as well. You've got this Centaur. He even found the Omni Slash up onto the high ground there. But you've got the Centaur with the Blink, with the Stampede. You've got Undershock on the Ember Spirit as well. So many heroes just kind of take down the Sniper. And I don't even think the Sniper did that badly. Like, okay, it was rough. They kept ganking him, but... 2-8-2. Okay, it's not great, but I kind of felt like it was having a half-decent impact on the game. But yeah, unfortunately, just the gap closed and the amount of damage they could output on the side of Black Hornets onto him was just a little bit too much.
The Sniper's lane was really hard just because of the courier death as well. Like, it had his first lot of items on. It made it really difficult for him to ever, come back into this game. So... very sad for the Dire side. And then their courier died again afterwards. That was even worse.
Yeah, their courier died 3 times that game, didn't it? Definitely 2 anyway, yeah. F for the couriers as they get dispatched pretty brutally. Alright, that's going to put an end to the second game, which is technically an end to the best of 2 and now onto a best of 1 tiebreaker. So we'll just call it what it is, a best of 3. One more game to come out to decide whether Black Hornets or Team Colizeum will be making it through to the playoffs in the minor to possibly earn a spot and a plane ticket to Kiev. My name is Nomad, he's been MoFarah, and we'll be back with his tiebreaker very soon. Shout out to the sponsors, DX